guys, welcome back to GSL Makeup. Today I just wanted to share with you a Sigma haul that I did a couple of weeks ago, and it's arrived and here it is. It's actually pretty heavy because I've ordered quite a bit of stuff. So let's go ahead and check out what's inside. Okay, so it's wrapped up pretty well. So I'm just going to take some scissors, open it up. I always love the way that Sigma package everything. They've got these great boxes. It's got Sigma Beauty, Sigma Beauty, Sigma Beauty written all across it. I don't know if you can see, but it's a really lovely box. And everything always looks really nice when you first get it. Usually they send you some little catalogs and, you know, things like that, just so that you can buy even more stuff. Okay, now onto the stuff that I've ordered. Wow, so much stuff. I needed a lot of stuff actually. I mostly needed an entire new brush kit. So I've ordered about 30 brushes and a couple of other things as well, I think. I can't even remember, it was a few weeks ago. So here, this is I think what they normally put the free gift in. And what did I get? I think this was the free gift. So I got a P84 precision angled brush, which I don't know if you can see there. That's going to be really nice. And a kabuki brush. Yay, I've wanted one of these for ages. I've had a few kabuki brushes, but I've never had the Sigma one. And this is actually one of their really pretty, I think it's rose gold or bronze, instead of the regular silver, so that's really nice. And that's going to be a really nice brush for putting on foundation. Okay, so one thing that I got is the Brow Goals brush set. Now, okay, looks like a big box, not a lot in it though. So just these 4 brushes. So there's a spoolie for blending out your brows. I don't know if you can see that. And then there's this kind of an angled flat brush. It's very small. It's called the Highlight Diffuser E71. That's quite interesting. I don't have one like that. I do now. And then there are a couple of small angled flat brushes. This one's the Angled Brow E75, which I don't think I have this, but I have one that's really similar from MAC, which is really, really handy that I use every day. It's quite dense, pretty soft actually, not as dense as the MAC one. And then there's a really small one. This one's called the Winged, oh, this is the Winged Liner. Okay, they must have put it in the brow pack. It's the E06. And that's going to be a really good brush. I think that'll be very, very handy. It's tiny and it's precision. Okay, so that's the Brow Goals brush set. And I'll tell you how much I paid for that as well, because I did this haul during the big 30% off sale that Sigma had. So I'm just having a look at my phone because I've got all the prices on my phone. The Brow Goals brush set retailed for $50 American. I got it for $32.50 because I took advantage of the 30% off sale, plus I got my extra pro partner discount as well. So Sigma are really good like that. They will give you a lot of discounts. So this is the big one that I got. This is the Professional Brush Collection, and I got it all in copper because I wanted them all to match, just like this one here. Because all my existing ones I have in the silver, and I just thought it would be really nice. It's quite sort of professional looking, and it's just nice for clients to have everything, you know, matching and a little bit special. Let's have a look. This is quite heavy. I think there's a lot in here. Oh, this is special. Wow, look at this. So this is kind of like a faux leather case, which is really lovely. And it's all specially for the copper collection. So open this up. Ooh, it's like a book. So many pages. Wow. Okay, let's go through these. And I'll tell you while I'm here how much I paid for this collection as well. So this one was the complete kit in copper, retailed for $411 American, and with the discounts that weekend I got it for $267.15 American. So it's worth looking out for their sales. It really, really is. Let's go through them and see what's in here. So we'll start from the left and we'll work our way over. Right, what have we got? It smells all new and, you know, leathery and chemically. You know that new car smell. Okay, so actually I already have one of these. This is a tapered face F25, but this one just looks so much newer than mine. It's so new and nice. Very, very nice. I often like to use these to put powder on a client's face in really, you know, each side of the nose, that type of thing. Occasionally I'll even use it for highlighter as well. I don't know why, I just find it's a really good highlighter brush. You know, I normally use a fan brush for highlighting, but sometimes I use this one. Now what's this one here? Powder blush brush, which I needed new ones of because mine are getting older. And this is the F10. It's not angled, it's just flat. Well, not quite flat, it's a bit domed. In true Sigma style, it's very, very fluffy. And I find that Sigma brushes, they don't tend to shed a lot. Nothing really annoys me more with brushes than ones that shed. They really, really annoy me. Even if they're great brushes, if they shed, they just really annoy me. So this is a small contour and the number is F05. That'll be very handy. It's just a much smaller version of the one that I just held up, the blush brush. And this is a smaller version of the tapered powder brush. This one's called the tapered highlighter. And this is the F35. That'll be super handy as well. A lot of these brushes I'm doubling up on just because mine are getting old, but some of these I just don't have at all, so it's just handy to have every brush in the book, literally. Okay, this is one that I already have, but it's nice to have a new one. This is the large angled contour, the F40, and I've had this one before. It's a really good brush. I'm not really sure why some of them are white bristles and some of them are black. I don't know, I guess it's probably because it's for blush and you want to be able to see the product. Maybe that's a really blonde answer, I'm not really sure. Because I'm pretty sure that Sigma only do synthetic, so I don't think it's anything to do with it coming from a different kind of animal or anything. Okay, who doesn't have 500 of these? It's a foundation brush. This is the F60. Pretty run-of-the-mill. These ones will last you forever. I already have a couple of Sigma ones. Didn't really need another one, but oh well. They're handy also to put face masks on, so it's good to have them around. Okay, moving on to the next page. These are all smaller brushes, all looks like eye brushes. This one is the short shader E20. And this one will be really, really handy for getting right down into the waterline. Hopefully you can see that. It's very dense. The bristles are very short. And this is one of my all-time favorites. If you don't own this brush and you're into makeup, you must get it now. This is the pencil brush from Sigma. It's the E30. And I originally heard about this brush from, I don't know if you follow her, but she's called Sea Flower Makeup. And she's on YouTube and she's also on Instagram. She basically, on her video, she said, if you don't have one of these, for a smoky eye, it does the work for you. And it's absolutely true. It really does do the work for you. Distributes the powder perfectly. Okay, what's this one? Tapered blending brush. I also have a couple of these. This is the E40, but the ones I have look nothing like this one anymore because I've used them so much. They're just a big fat mess now. So I'm really happy to have a new one of this. And this is great for blending out your eyeshadow. This one here is the small tapered blending brush, which I haven't had before, and I've wanted one of these for a long time. It's the E45. Have I had this? Actually, I think I may have had one of these actually and just used it to death. That's really, really handy for putting your transition shade on into the crease. One of these I do have. This is the eye shading brush. I must admit to not using this one too much. This is the E55 brush, but it is handy for getting really precision eyeshadow in the outer crease I use it for. Again, the colour changes with the bristles. These ones are kind of light brown. Who doesn't love a good old flat brush? This is a large shader, an E60. And I do already have one of these, and it's one of my favourite brushes. It's fantastic for really packing on shadow onto the eyelid, the lower lid. And this one is a similar one, but it's kind of tapered at the end. This one's called, oh, this is a concealer brush. That's weird because I thought my concealer brush that I'd had from them before looked different to that. Okay. So this is the concealer brush. It's the F75, different color again. This one's orange. Really, really dense, very strong bristles. I don't know if you can see there, but it's very, very strong and soft at the same time. Okay, what's this one? This is the large concealer, F65. So this one will be a really good one. I think I would use this a lot for getting my concealer over the T-zone under the eyes. Before using a beauty blender, I would use that. Again, this is very, very soft and very strong bristles. Okay, the next page. Ooh, looks like another blending brush. Okay, so this is the E35 Tapered Blending, and I don't think I've had this one before. So this is very similar to, I think it was, is it the E40? Very, very similar. That'll be a really handy blending brush. The next one is this one's just called blending brush. It's the E25. This will be super handy as well, and I think this one will be really similar to this one, the small tapered blending. I think this is the one that I got mixed up with. I think this is the one that I had before. That's a good one. Super soft. Now over here, this is the medium angled shading. It's the E70. And I've had this one before. I use it a lot, and it's quite a hardy brush. I found that I've had mine for a good 2 or 3 years, and it hasn't really lost its shape all that much. It's gone a little bit fluffy, but it's nice to have a new one. That's really good for a smoky eye. Now this is the one I got confused with before. I thought that that large one back here, this one, the concealer brush, I got it mixed up with this one. And this is also called concealer brush, which is why I got confused. And this is the F70. So that's really handy for getting your concealer right underneath your eye, up close to the waterline, or up close to your lash line, I mean. Right, this is a little angled brush. It's called the small angle, and it's an E65. And it's possible, I wonder if that's in the brow kit. E75. No, it's slightly different to the one that's in the brow kit. I think I've had this one before actually, and that's handy. I find that for brows, they might be a little bit long. I like, for brows, I like the bristles to be very, very short and very, very dense and strong. So we'll see if I end up using that. Now, I've got this one before. I have to admit to not using this one very often, except for face painting at kids' parties. So this is called the Flat Definer. It's an E15, which is the code. It's a very square brush, good for getting eyeshadow right into your waterline. Here we have the eyeliner brush, the E05. I think I have about 5 of these now because this is the one that usually comes as a free gift, but it's a very good brush. You can never have too many of them. Occasionally I will even use this as a lip brush because it's very, very defined. It's quite strong. It comes in a tapered ending, a tapered tip, so you can get a really good defined line from that. Here we have the small eyeliner E10. I've also got this one. This is probably the one that I use the most for eyeliner, for gel liner, because it's very, very precise. Now, I'm a little bit worried here because it looks like we've got a brush. What is this? What's going on? Is this a brush? What is this? What's this? I'm gonna... check it out! Look at this! This is the lip brush. How clever is that? Because once you've got product on it, if you want to wait until you get home to, you know, clean all the product off, you can just pop it in here and you won't get lipstick all over your beautiful case. That's very clever. I like that. That is so cool. And as for the brush itself, that's a nice brush. It's small and domed and flat. The bristles are fairly soft. I think that'd be really good for lip gloss as well as lipstick. I like that. And it makes a cool noise. I thought I had a broken brush then. I was all gonna get angry. Okay, so we've got a large fluff brush. This is the E50. And I don't have one like this, so this is cool. So it's kind of like a big version of, is it the E40? This one? Or E70, E60, sorry. It's kind of like a big version of that. So I don't know if I would use that too often, but I'm sure I'll find a use for it. Now we're coming into some duo fiber brushes now, which you can't have too many of because they create such an airbrushed effect. This is a small duo fiber, the F55. Very nice brush. Could use that for very small areas. Usually for a full face I'll use quite a big one, but it's handy to have a small one as well. And we've also got the duo fiber powder slash blush brush. This is the F15, and that'll be quite handy. It's domed. It's not too big. I'm gonna give it a whirl. Yeah, that'll be good. And here is one that I've bought several of. It's just the regular duo fiber F50. This is a fantastic brush. And I've tried the MAC version and I've tried the Sigma version. I always go back to the Sigma one because the MAC one, it's a bit scratchy and it also sheds a lot, which drives me crazy because when you're putting your foundation on and you've got fibers stuck in your foundation on your face, that's just annoying. So here we've got a couple of powder brushes, which you can also never have enough of. This is the large powder, which is the F30. I already have this one, but I've got it in my hair kit because it's good for smoothing out hair, which sounds weird, but it's, yeah, I learned that in a course. So that's a good one. Nice and soft, also quite firm. And here, this is a big brush. We've got the large powder brush. This is the F20. and that is quite a big brush. I think I already have one of these, but I've kind of used it to death. That's a good brush. I like that. I have one that's much bigger and much fluffier than this, but you know, this is a good one too. And so that concludes my big Sigma haul. I wonder if I can fit these little guys in here. Probably not. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to taking this out on the road because this looks really nice and it smells nice, and I think it's fake leather, which is great. And I'm really looking forward to it, and I want to keep it nice and new for as long as possible, which never works. And if you guys are makeup artists out there, you'll know that makeup and powder are really difficult to get off your brush kits, off your brush belts, no matter how hard you try. But I'll try to keep this looking as neat and nice and new as possible for as long as I can. Well guys, thank you for watching my Sigma haul. I hope this has given you some insight in what you can get from Sigma. I'm not affiliated with them. I bought this all with my own money. I haven't been sponsored or anything like that, but I do have a pro discount. So if you're a pro makeup artist, you can contact them to get a pro discount card. It gives you 5 or 10% or something like that. I can't really remember. Anyway, thanks guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.